Thank you for joining us once again. My name is Johnny Nailz.
I'm Mike the Crippler Cresta.
Thank you for joining us with the Crippler Nailz Show.
Crippler Nailz Show.
Yeah, Crippler Nailz, not Crippler Nailz. Sometimes it'll be Crippler Nailz.
AKA Crippler Nailz.
You know. We're actually about a week and a half. Well, actually, today is Saturday.
Today's Saturday, 29th.
We're actually 8 days away from WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
And aside from the fact it should have been in New York City, I'm still upset about that.
Aside from the fact it's probably going to only have 6 matches on the card for a 4-hour show, I'm kind of upset about that.
I'm kind of upset. You know what? What I'm going to do is last year for Mania, I kind of expected it to be fucking great show, the greatest show of all time.
Yeah.
My expectations are going to be this small. I can't. You can't upset me if my expectations are this low.
Yeah.
I'm expecting something of the caliber of WrestleMania 2, where there was like 3 different venues.
I'm pretty sure being over your house is going to be the highlight of Mania for me.
Most likely. But so far, what do you think about this card? We're having a 4-way tag team match. We know for a fact we're gonna have a triple threat match for the heavyweight championship.
It is doing exactly what I feared WWE was gonna do. It is
predictable.
Going in there and not having a storyline for anything other than Daniel Bryan.
No, and you can't forget Cena and Wyatt.
Okay, yeah, and Cena and Wyatt.
Which, we'll speak about that a little bit.
And a tiny bit of Brock Lesnar and Undertaker. They're building a little something, but
it's not being 2 part-timers, which we expect.
It's 2 part-timers who are not cutting promos on each other, who are...
Well, we do have...
The main story is Brock can beat the streak because Brock is the beast. He was UFC champion. He was an NFL player. He was WWE champion, the youngest WWE champion. He was all this crap, and apparently he could beat the sheet. Yeah, he could break the sheet. Truth be told, he's not going to break the sheet.
No, he's not. We already know this. But okay, we have Wyatt versus Cena, which I'm actually looking forward to. I'm surprised, guys. You're going to really actually listen to this. I'm actually looking forward to a Cena match. Holy shit! Mind blown. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I can't see Daniel Bryan versus Triple H being a really good match.
Man, I think it's gonna start to show though.
I'm fine with that. If Daniel Bryan goes over and he ends up winning the belt, I see his career, his match actually going very twist but no-wise.
Let's hope not. Let's hope it's the career.
I hope it's not the career.
I see him more being the Bret Hart. I think he's going to be a great wrestler who get to hold the belt from here and there, a placeholder, and then get fucked by the company. Sorry. PG.
It's okay.
PG.
No, we're talking about PG. Reality era, guy. Triple H said it on Monday. Reality era.
I don't know if we can curse on YouTube, so I might get in trouble for that.
Who gives a shit? But, I mean, so far, it's been a lackluster build up. Again, my expectations are low. This 30-man over-the-top battle royal. Apparently, we might get RVD.
That's the only thing worth it.
He's gonna get so high for that.
Oh man, he's gonna be super high.
Maybe Jericho. Maybe you never know.
No,
I would love Jericho.
Jericho recently released something where he was like, he's not gonna do Mania this year. He might actually take a full year off, maybe 2. He has left before for 2 years.
Yes, but Jericho has always trolled us, so we can't really.
That's true.
Jericho invented trolling.
What is the other rumor that's involved? Oh, the winner of that battle royal. Who's your pick?
I can see Cesaro winning.
I can see Cesaro winning.
I can see Ziggler winning.
I think Big Show's gonna win.
Why? Because he deserves a WrestleMania moment?
No, because he is billed as Andre the Giant's son.
It's not WCW anymore.
Oh my God! Did you see the worst blunders with the whole how he broke into WWE? I didn't know that. I really did not know he came in with the Dungeon of Doom.
Yes.
That was horrible.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here. I've never been here before. It's not hot. What is this place?
We definitely have.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here.
Guys, we have every couple things. Apparently now we have Sting, who's apparently only going to work in 1 match. Now Dave Meltzer said he signed a contract back in what was it, like September, October?
Oh, was it?
No, it was a little earlier. It was a little earlier in the day when he left TNA or whatever. Because I don't remember. And I don't believe shit that Dave Meltzer says.
Not anymore. Never ever since he was 100% sure CM Punk was going to show up.
Only thing I can say is his match ratings. He has given 5-star matches, great matches.
Yeah.
But
he also has some really great matches.
Sting is only going to work one match, and it's going to be a retirement match against Taker.
I'm okay with that.
My thought of is, yes, if it's fine, you could work one WrestleMania. I think he should come, let's say, August for SummerSlam. Save somebody. I can actually see.
I'm thinking year-long build-up.
That's fine, but I can actually see something where, let's say, we do get a second Undertaker showing this year. Let's say SummerSlam. And, lights go out. Somebody's getting beat up. You hit the bong, and Taker comes up. Let's say Kane is getting beat up for whatever reason by this sunshine.
The Wyatts.
And, whoever's beating up Kane ends up taking advantage of Taker, and then lights go out again. Crowd is like, what's going on? And you see Black Crow Sting up in the rafters, comes down with the baseball bat.
Do you think he has to be Black Crow Sting?
Yes.
That was the best thing.
Yes, he has to.
I kind of wouldn't mind. I'm sorry, the Ultimate Warrior Sting.
The little kid in me from the Attitude Era who used to watch WCW wanted this match.
Black Crow Sting, yeah.
Listen, back in the day when WCW was still around, it was always Goldberg versus Austin.
Mm-hmm. That would have been an epic match back in the day.
Right? And it was always Sting versus Undertaker.
Was Goldberg Austin because they were both bald-headed and vicious?
I guess that's what it was. I don't know, but I think it would have been good. Sting versus Taker is great performance. Mind you, because in this era, this is when Taker's character really took off.
Yeah.
I mean, Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah.
He was the
and
biggest
this is when
heel.
Sting was the savior of WCW.
He's like the greatest good guy.
NWO, yeah.
It would have been awesome. I would mark out. I would love it.
Sting,
but I think the idea of him working one match is retarded.
I see that happening at Mania. I see Taker beating Lesnar, and then lights go out. Sting is in the ring pointing the baseball bat at Taker's head.
I can actually see this happening Mania, the Raw after Mania.
Why would Taker appear? Well, after destroying Brock Lesnar, why would Taker appear?
He can start teasing retirement.
No, see,
he can start teasing retirement.
No, this is why I think it would happen after.
If it's a year-long build-up, with Taker teasing retirement,
Taker's getting taken out at Mania.
Wait, hold on. If Taker's teasing retirement and he only wants to work one retirement match at WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
The showcase of the Immortals.
So he comes out, breaks kayfabe.
So this is what happens on Mania After All. This is what happens to Mania After All.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to retire. This is Taker, by the way. It's been a long, he doesn't even really have to say he doesn't really have to say the word retire.
22-0. I think
the lights go out again. You hear whatever music, Sting wants to come out from.
WCW music.
So then you see a spotlight going up to the rafters.
Thunderbolt. They should do this. Thunderbolt.
No, he didn't even have the Thunderbolt, but. You sit there, the spotlight, and everybody's looking, oh my God. No, we need JR for this, though. And it's like, Sting just comes out of nowhere and comes down. Points.
JR just comes back for one episode of Raw. I'm just making a cameo appearance.
But that would be, again, we don't work for creative, but I think they did it with the fucking Rock and Cena.
Yeah, but that's why I think they did it with Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar came back.
It's okay.
Came back the night after Mania.
But that's why he wrestled at Extreme Rules.
But that's why I think it's going to happen at Mania. Is because they've been doing.
This is what I'm saying though. This is where they can get Kane, who also apparently wants to retire soon. They get him into a working program with Sting, right? Kane to avenge his brother.
So Sting comes out with the bat, takes out Taker's knee. Because Taker's an old guy. He'll be out for a year because of surgery.
Yeah, kind of cases. To
build up. Shield shit. Shield threw him through a table.
Yeah,
now he's not pissed at the Shield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kane comes out the next week, orders a match for himself against Sting. Kane goes back to his dark character where he first came out.
That would be nice. I would like to see that.
Especially if...
But Sting only wants to work one match.
But this is what I'm saying. If Sting really wants to make money, he needs to work.
So if Sting is really going to work just one match, one retirement match, then it's a very interesting thing. Maybe they have Kane chasing Sting down. Where the hell did Sting go? He's here to avenge his brother.
That
keeps calling him out.
That big blow-off needs to happen, I would say, SummerSlam or
They can't run that shit for a year.
They would say that needs to go on from SummerSlam to SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
Yeah. Sting has to be. I'm thinking Sting's going to be involved in some capacity other than wrestling. He may wrestle one match, but I think he's going to either be maybe an announcer, maybe a trainer.
He's going to be the GM.
GM's interesting. I mean, they haven't done much with Brad Maddox, but I heard Flair was supposed to be GM. So I mean.
All right, guys. But speaking of weekly,
worst idea ever: giving giving Scott Steiner a microphone.
Big bad booty dad. But speaking of weekly shows,
big bad booty dad.
Speaking of weekly shows, this past week we actually went to Raw at the Barclays Center, and how can I say this? Maybe if Daniel Bryan was there, the crowd would have been a little bit better.
Maybe if WWE crowds were hyped up to see Damien Sandow get squashed for Sin Cara.
But Scooby-Doo.
With Scooby-Doo in his corner.
I think the loudest that crowd was, and at no moment, and we kept the chant going, was when fucking Hulk Hogan came out.
Yeah.
That's the loudest the crowd got.
They were chanting "Getting the Chopper."
And
that was pretty.
And then Cena boos. I mean, I speak from experience. When one of my coworkers, Richie, he says that he went home after he was also at the show. He went home and saw the show on TV.
They were louder.
That it was louder, and I was like, "Yo,
we were in the crowd. Yeah,
they were in the crowd.
They raised that mic up. Yeah, they raised that mic up.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I was expecting an Izod.
What the fuck was that? You were a lot louder out in July. Like, what the fuck? And you couldn't keep a chant going on.
I still remember. I literally get goosebumps. If you could see this, thinking of when Ziggler came out in July to cash in the Money in the Bank.
No, that was in April. That was in April. Yeah, we're talking when he did come out in July.
Yeah, when he came out.
He didn't come out in July. The show we went to in July. Same shit. Monster pop.
Ridiculous.
I'm ashamed of the crowd. Yeah. I mean, did not look like a New York City crowd.
Didn't Ziggler have a match on Raw?
Yeah, he did. He was in the 4-way match. Yeah, I mean, my lady sitting next to me, she was like, "Yo, this crowd sucks." Yeah, I mean, I got her used to the Ring of Honor crowd, so we'll kill somebody.
The 4-way match
was actually one of the matches of the night.
Yeah,
I would say.
I don't know. I feel like it had its highs and it had its lows, but it had a lot of lows.
It did have a lot of lows. Now I have a quick question because I want your opinion. Because my opinion on this is, I don't think the Barclays is a good wrestling venue.
I think acoustically it's nice. When we were able to get some chants up, it was nice. Like when the Shield came out and we popped, that was nice. I think when we were chanting CM Punk extremely loud at one point, I think that was nice. But I think that the people who go to that venue
but think about it. I still think if the same crowd put the same crowd in the Garden, I think it's still. I'm sorry. Last time I saw Taker was in 97.
They probably would have put on a better card if they were in MSG.
Last time I saw Taker was in 97. I still remember it was like 7 years old. I got goosebumps. Mm-hmm. Taker came out. I was recording this whole time, but I never got one single inch of goosebumps.
Yeah, now, it really wasn't that entertaining.
It wasn't entertaining. It was good. I can't. It's been one of his better things. His Taker being mysterious.
I blame unless it was going to be a casket match. Are we going to have a casket match at Mania?
I mean, it goes back to Taker's original roots. Remember, Taker always used to. He was in that show with Paul Bear, his little talk show that they had. He was always building a casket. Taker caskets all synonymous with each other.
And Brock opens the thing. Oh, he's not there. Closes it, and then Taker comes out the casket.
Just opens it.
That's like a la WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think the Barclays is a good venue for wrestling. I could be wrong. People could just shoot me.
I really would have preferred to have it in MSG just because MSG is just amazing.
Garden deserves it. We need a fucking pay-per-view at the Garden.
We need a fucking pay-per-view at Yankee Stadium. No, we need to have SummerSlam at Yankee Stadium.
You can't do Yankee Stadium. The residential area is the pyro. Can't work.
What are you talking about? We have a World Series at Yankee Stadium.
They don't do pyro. This fucking guy. Overall, the show
a Bronx native.
Of course, he's not a Bronx native. I am. You can't do it. There's too many residential areas around there. Overall, I thought the show lacked Daniel Bryan. It lacked a couple of things. good showing by the Shield. I loved it.
I feel like though that
even the dark match was pretty.
WWE's been cramming, man. Oh man.
I mean, WWE's been rushing because of WrestleMania coming up next week.
They're cramming. Look at not to go back to the damn WWE the WrestleMania crowd, but dude, the 30-man battle royal. That's 30 dudes that you're paying for a single match. You have what the Divas are doing, the 12-person invitational. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't get it. That was actually my bathroom break, but I guess later on, maybe next week before Mania hits, we do another show. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
AJ's gonna bury 12 other people. That's basically
or she's gonna get buried by 12 people.
But she gets eliminated in the first
I don't even know
we're definitely gonna have a new champion.
But
I think it's gonna be her and Tamina, the last two people. She's gonna make Tamina tap out. Build a feud going into SummerSlam where she'll lose the title to Tamina.
Before our little show before SummerSlam was King of the Ring. Now we don't have that.
We don't have
shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have a little discussion I want to have with you the next couple minutes, and I want you to give me your honest opinion on this. Now, CM Punk is a great wrestler,
I fucking love
great talker,
my favorite wrestler.
But I think his biggest issue and why the WWE never pushed him was the simple fact that he has a body full of tattoos. It's not really marketable to little kids.
No, The Rock has tattoos. The Rock has an entire freaking sleeve, man.
But it's going back to his Samoan heritage. CM Punk has a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't really relate to who he... I mean, relates to who he is, but for the company, it doesn't...
Yeah, and you can say that
Rock had a Brahma bull.
Yeah, the man who's always been the face of the company has kind of always had like one tattoo.
One tattoo.
Stone Cold had the Texas. Shawn Michaels had the heart.
And it all related to him. I mean, aside from Pepsi, because he had the Pepsi plunge, but it doesn't. But now, on Monday, and for the last couple of weeks, we've had one guy from the Shield. And I've been saying this whole time, he's going to be the breakout star. It's not going to be Roman Reigns. It's not going to be Dean Ambrose. It's going to be Seth Rollins.
I agree.
Your boy sells. Your boy is charismatic.
He's got the mic skills.
He can talk on the mic.
He's got that
and this guy just has that energy that we want. Now, do you think he can have more success than CM Punk? You think WWE can market him
career better lengthwise?
Yes.
I think career lengthwise, yes, absolutely.
He comes at a younger age than Punk came.
That's why exactly, and I think that he has.
What saves him, in my opinion, tattoos.
The tattoos.
Guys, I have a tattoo, and I'm planning on much more. But it's stuff that I
have tattoos.
Social media and social society of life. You have tattoos; they look down on you. Me as a parent, I can care less. I'd rather them push CM Punk than John Cena.
Oh man, it's rough. I think Punk was not. Punk wasn't pushed for a bunch of other reasons. I think it's because he has a mouth. I think he has that Roddy Piper. Even behind the curtains, I am who I am.
Rod.
Yeah, I am who I am. I heard rumors that Roddy Piper used to like get in people's faces and threaten to beat the shit out of them. Like he was like legit badass.
The bad guy.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he wasn't anything like. And I think Punk's the same way. I think Punk is a kiss ass. I think Punk will turn around and tell you what he really feels, and I think they don't like that. He's not a company guy.
In my opinion, why I think Rollins can be pushed and be the next CM Punk or bigger than CM Punk. It's just for the simple fact that he is younger.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a way better career.
And again, it just goes back to that whole aspect of what. When you have a great, again, Vince McMahon's mentality is going to be...
Does Seth Rollins stay clean? Or does he turn into Jeff Hardy?
No, he probably stays clean.
He
doesn't need to. I mean, I think once he separates from the Shield, he's even going to have more success. Even if he isn't pushed, he's going to be like, de facto, like Daniel Bryan. You're going to have no choice but to push him.
Yeah.
He's going to go out. He's going to outperform everybody. He's going to outperform most of the crowd.
I mean, if you look at the current status, the WWE roster as it stands, it's very reminiscent of pre-Attitude Era, just right before the Attitude Era really took off.
Bunch of athletes,
you think about it. You have Ziggler, who's like Shawn Michaels, freaking reborn. Mm-hmm. You have Seth Rollins, who is like a mixture of CM Punk and Shawn Michaels. I know CM Punk wasn't in the Attitude Era, so don't get on me about that.
He belonged. He could easily.
You have Daniel Bryan, who's a fucking technician, just like Brett was. I tell you the truth, he reminds me more of Owen than Brett.
Yes, Owen was better than Brett.
I think we can't turn around and say, Owen would have had a better career than Brett because it was cut too short. So
it was cut too short, but I still think Owen was better than Brett.
Yeah, and I do too. I think Owen is better
talker as well, more charismatic,
way better heel. He was an awesome heel, and I think it's harder to play a heel than it is to be a face, because I think a face, all you have to do is go out there, get the cheap pops. You gotta, you know, you come up with a slick catchphrase.
You know.
But
I mean, I do agree with you. I do think we are probably having a little. I think like Triple H said on Raw.
Punk is Macho Man and Piper.
You know, like Triple H said on Raw. Hopefully, it's true. We're changing the eras. PG era has to be out the window. It's with all this social media, all this stuff.
Reality we are in a reality era where Total Divas is starting to now take effect into WrestleMania, like into Raw. Yeah. You know, people know that Daniel Bryan is dating,
getting exposure.
Yeah,
guys.
So it's gonna be hard to remain kayfabe for much longer. Like, yeah, sure, we'll still have predetermined matches, and we'll still have, you know.
But the reality of things is that
you're gonna have. I think, and you can go back to the Matt Hardy thing. Look at when Matt Hardy and Lita broke up, and Matt flipped out, and he posted like all these naked pictures. Yeah, and Edge, and I truthfully think when Matt Hardy came back. I think when Matt Hardy came back, I think he was really punching Edge in the face.
Most likely, he will probably be going stiff. Yeah. No, don't doubt it. He said I have read it. He has said, I did go back, and Edge himself has said it. But you know what?
And I think that sold, man. That made Edge a fucking superstar.
Yeah, unfortunately for him,
Edge was great. Edge was great. I mean, Edge before Edge got injured with the first neck injury, I think it was. I wanted Edge to be champion. Then he was gone for like a year and a half.
Well, he won the King of the Ring, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Then he was gone for like a year and a half or whatever because he had the neck surgery. Then he came back and he was, you know, finding his groove again. But really, when he took off was the Rated RKO and
his feuds with Cena. And his feuds with Cena. Cena actually made.
So I think reality sells more than the, you know, eat your vitamins, take your, you know, train, eat your vitamins, pray to God, whatever it is.
Take your steroids.
Yeah. You know, I think that's going to sell. And I think it's going to sell.
We know you did steroids, asshole.
And I think it's going to sell more than, than Cena's, loyalty, hustle, loyalty, and respect. You know, and by the way, Bray Wyatt had an awesome promo about
the future, and the future is now. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. We will carry you through this ride. Thank you for joining us once again.
Yeah.
Johnny Nailz.
Mike the Crippler Cresta.
Have a good night, guys.
5 moves of doom.